Hello and good evening, everyone. I just wanted to jump on here and talk a little bit about family tree DNA or uh, FTDNA and some of the improvements that they've made on the website as of late that are pretty helpful with understanding the testing and doing some of the research. Uh, Last time I showed the Discover tool, but I just wanted to add that Y-DNA testing has the advantage that you could really trace back or do your uh, genetic genealogy uh, a little further than your other lineages. Uh, and I have found that sometimes people that are into genealogy or even people that enjoy following up with their DNA tests and the updates with the ethnicity estimates don't always know what Y-DNA testing is. And so I just wanted to explain it a little bit, how basically we lose our ancestors by 50% each generation, right? Uh, every human has 23 pairs of chromosomes, right? 22 pairs of chromosomes is what they test for the what they call the autosomal DNA. And then you have that chromosome that attributes the sex. And in males, we have XY, right? And women have XX on this chromosome. And so this portion of the sex chromosome that men have that is Y is incompatible, designated as Y, is incompatible with the DNA on the females on the same chromosome. So what happens is that it's not subject to what they call genetic recombination, right? So it passes down from father to son, just like the surname, right? And in the rest of the genome, you know, the other chromosomes are subject to recombination. So we pretty much are about, give or take, 50% mom, 50% dad, 25% of each of our grandparents, and so on, losing our ancestors by 50% each generation till, altogether it's hard to trace or do, genetic genealogy, right? Because we would have less matches and share less DNA. But with the Y-DNA, I think it's really cool. It's something that a lot of people don't know about, and I wish they did, so that in the future, hopefully, we would get more people testing and really learn a lot more. And FTDNA probably, from the companies that I've done DNA testing with, I consider as the gold standard for Y chromosome testing. They have a lot of samples in their database, a lot of customers, and they now have a lot of tools that help understand what the results that we get that weren't available before, So, yeah, and one of those is the Discover tool. But this is the layout when you log in. This is my account. But as you scroll down, you see you have your family finder. I've done the autosomal test with FTDNA as well, and you have the ethnicity estimate. I'm going to open it up here for you guys, so you could see what it looks like. You have that's what it looks like. Okay, you have a map. They show you a map as well. Let me see if I can. It's hard to. Okay. Well, there you go. You got a little map that shows you the regions where you know. And I've also done my Y DNA testing. I did the big Y, and again, uh, it may cost a little more than your autosomal test, like 23andMe, Ancestry. I've done all these, but it's absolutely worth it. The information that you could acquire from it, and really how far you could go, and it's really the lineage that you could, or well, one of the two lineages that you have that you could really trace back the furthest. It's really really cool, and it's really worth it, and you could do it in steps. There's different resolution levels, right? So you could do the SDR tests. It's short tandem repeats, and so you could find out matches on your direct paternal lineage just by doing that test, and you can expand from it. You could at a later date upgrade and build on what you have. So you've tested 37 STRs, and you can upgrade down the road at a cheaper price because you've already done some of the testing, which is really cool. I ended up upgrading a couple of times, and eventually I just wanted to do the Y DNA, the big Y test, which is the highest resolution level that they offer. But yeah, so, and again, let me open up the Discover tool. I'm in Y haplogroup T, so I just want to show you, a little bit of how this layout on this really cool tool that they have looks like. All right. So I put here T-M184, that is basically the root of the tree, or the mutation that every single person that is in Y haplogroup T have. No matter where on the tree you land, what branch, everyone that is Y haplogroup T is presumably positive for that mutation that defines you as being in Y haplogroup T. Anyhow, so you can they have a tree. I want to show that, and as you can see, they have all kinds of information on here. They got ancient DNA, and they plotted it where it lands, on what branches it lands. It's really impressive, the work that they've done here. So it's really, really nice. They have this tool here you got to turn. I'm doing it on my phone, and it's not the same as if on a desktop it'd be a lot better. But it tells you all of the previous mutations and when they're estimated to have emerged. That's really amazing. They have maps, migration map on here, as you could see. And this one is the list of ancient DNA, so you can pick different ancient DNA, and they show you how it relates to you. And they have this one here is really cool. It's a map of distribution of Y haplogroup T around the world. So as far as this is based off of everyone that's tested and where they report that they are from, and so they do this for every haplogroup. So that's and there's a lot more. They have other features on here, but I just wanted to share that, and encourage people that are into genealogy. Hopefully do the Y-DNA testing. It's really the lineage that you could trace back the furthest, and it's awesome because you could do the same on your maternal lineage, and I'm probably going to do that in the future as well. However, what's cool is that the Y chromosome passes down from father to son, just like a surname, and you know that makes it a lot more traceable in genealogy, because usually the males pass down their surnames, and that could be, in the maternal line, it could be a little bit more difficult, but still doable. But anyhow, yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Have a good evening, and hopefully someone out there uh, sees this and is encouraged to expand their research in the Y chromosome. All right. Good night.